High school football, the hits, the scores, complete coverage of the high school games that matter. This is Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell, hoping your day was wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's get on the roll, baby, with the latest edition of Friday Night Blitz. It's our annual state final preview special. We will have 4 games to shine the preview spotlight on, featuring 4 local teams. But let's get the party started with our Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
And now, the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
Well, tomorrow we will officially put the wraps on the fall 2020 athletic season when we crown football champions, but we do have 3 other fall sports making things happen, and we had some local teams with winning state titles in golf, volleyball, and cross country. So let's honor them right now. First, in golf, we did have a pair of local teams winning a state title in golf. In Class 2, Floyd County won their title. Their 6th overall, Chatham's Matt Arnold won the individual title. In Class 1, George Wythe got their 3rd straight state title and 5th overall. Maroons golfer Peyton Coe won the individual crown. On the volleyball, it was Sweepsville, Rustburg taking the Class 3 title, their 2nd state title. Class 2, where Giles won their 1st title. It was also the 1st state girls team title for the Spartans. And in Class 1, Auburn winning back-to-back titles in their 5th overall. In cross country in Class 4, Jefferson Forest winning their first boys title. That should be boys, not Forest. Jefferson Forest boys winning that one. And then in Class 2 girls, Radford winning back-to-back titles and the 6th overall. Glenver's Carly Wilkes won the individual title. Class 2 boys, Allegheny winning their 1st team title, and Radford's William Hardig won the individual crown. Class 1 girls, George Wythe winning their 2nd straight title. Also, Maroons Morgan Dalton winning the solo title. In Class 1 boys, Perry McClure winning their 1st state title, with Fighting Blues runner Trevor Tomlin getting it done with the individual title. Well, on to football, in Class 4, the Salem Spartans will be making the trip to Norfolk to play Lake Taylor. The game kicks off at 3 Saturday from Lake Taylor High School. The Salem Spartans are playing in their 14th state title game. They have won 9 state titles, second behind Hampton's 15. Salem's last state title was in 2017, also the most recent title appearance. Salem, they're 1-1 against Lake Taylor in title games. Lake Taylor winning in 2014. Salem winning in double overtime in 2015. Lake Taylor, they are the defending Class 4 champs. Salem looking to add to their trophy case and their legacy.
You know, we have a great community here. You know, football is a culture, and we have folks from 88 years old to 8 years old and younger that love Salem football. And, you know, those that came before me, Coach White, I was fortunate enough to play for him and be a part of this program. And then I was fortunate enough that Coach Magenbauer hired me to come home and in 2015. And, you know, there's a plan and there's a recipe for success. And we've all been a part of that. And we know that it works. So, you know, it's fantastic. But the expectations are high in Salem and for players and coaches. And we expect to be successful. And we work like that every day.
Well, it feels awesome. But to me, it feels more it's for the community, for the people I'm playing with. Because the program is basically a 15-year, 16-year program because it starts from the ground up. I think it's a real sort of accomplishment for the actual community because the community is what allows us to play since like we're 4 years old. They're the ones that like give us the funding, that give us like all these programs from when we're kids all the way to when we get to high school. It's a huge accomplishment, I think, first for them and then for us. We just put it together. They give us the outline.
It's an awesome moment, honestly. You know, get 10 championships, and then it's my first time going to states too. So it's an awesome feeling.
A lot of kids will not have the opportunity to experience. I mean, you're experiencing a year of playing football during the era of COVID. You know, what has this experience meant to you?
Well, it's a tough experience, first off, but tough situations make tough people. So I think it's a good experience for us because it not only gave us more time to work with each other, but more time to sort of facilitate our plays, build more relationships, and also just overall just overcome tough circumstances.
Coaches are facilitators of knowledge, and I tell our young men that. But players win championships, and you can do one of two things when things don't go right or they get a little difficult. You just apply a little more focus, exercise more discipline, and allows you to execute the things properly that you need to do every day. And these conditions actually brought this team closer together. You know, when you love something passionately like these young men do, and it could possibly be taken away from you, it makes it mean all that much more to you.
And up next on our Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview Special, we check in on the Class 3 State Finals featuring the Lord Botetourt Cavaliers and the Class 2 State Finals featuring the Appomattox County Raiders. This is Friday Night Blitz.
Now, back to Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
And welcome back to Friday Night Blitz with more of our state finals preview special. And the Class 3 finals has the Lord Botetourt Cavaliers making the trip to Williamsburg to play Lafayette. The game kicks off at 2 Saturday from Wanner Stadium. Now, this is LB's third title game and back-to-back title games. Cavaliers are 0-2 in the finals. Lafayette, the school of Lawrence Taylor, they are 1-3 in the finals. In fact, all 4 of Lafayette's title games were against local teams. PH beat them in 1973. Lafayette beat Pulaski in 2001, and Heritage beat Lafayette the following year. Lord Botetourt and Lafayette have a connection to Magna Vista in the finals as the Warriors beat Lafayette in 2014 and LB in 2015. Lord Botetourt, they are excited to be going back to the finals with this group of Cavaliers seniors.
Oh, just a tremendous group of kids, a lot of great leadership. You know, some of these kids just have developed tremendously over the last 4 years. I mean, you know, Kyle Arnholt, Bryson Oliver, of course, Colston Powers, he's already at Appalachian State. A lot of these kids, just a great bunch of kids. I can't say enough good things about them.
How much does it help for the younger kids to come in? Because obviously when those seniors came, you know, didn't have the success that you have now, but how helpful is it to see this foundation being laid, and now when, like I said, the freshman and junior know, hey, you know, there's an expectation of this?
You know, I think one of the big things that started, you know, kind of really helping us with consistency was, you know, we, as soon as the 6th graders finish school, we get them in a weight room and we keep them in there. And everything we do is systematic with what we teach them from the middle school moving forward. You know, I think a lot of the success we've had is predicated on what our middle school program does. Our coaches over there are fantastic. I mean, they're absolutely, you know, they're as good as any coaches that's coaching on Friday night. Some of them might be better than a lot of them on Saturdays.
How cool is it to be a part of this program? Because, you know, you coming in, there's a lot of history with success, recent success. How big is it to be a part of this program?
It's really big. You know, we have great coaches, we have a great team, and guys that want to win, and I just like playing for this team and helping them do that. So yeah.
How big would it be to bring a state championship, be part of a state championship team here at Lord Botetourt?
It'd be a big deal. You know, our coaches work really hard. Coach Harless, Coach Rice, all the others on the coaching staff, they work really hard to prepare us to play the best game we can play. So it would mean the world to bring them home a state championship, and all my seniors who've been working hard all season with this long COVID, just being able to bring home a championship would be everything.
I don't know, vindication. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that, because I think, and you know, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I think perception skews a lot of things and what people see. I think social media skews perception and what people, you know, think and see. In the end, I'll say this, I don't think it really matters to us what people outside think. It'll be important to us on the inside, because we know what we've done, and we know who we are, and we know how we got here.
Meanwhile, in the Class 2 ranks, the Appomattox County Raiders have a rematch in the state finals as they will play Stewart's Draft in Stewart's Draft. That'll be Saturday at 2:30. Now, this is Appomattox County's 5th title game and 3rd straight title game appearance. This is a rematch, as I mentioned, from last season. The Raiders are 4-0 in title games. The Raiders are going for their 3rd in a row and 5th in the last 6 years. WFXR Sports' David de Guzman has more on the Raiders and the power of one in a state title run.
For Stephen Costello, stepping into the interim head coaching role wasn't too different from his usual duties as an assistant.
It's never easy. I mean, even being an assistant coach isn't easy. It's just a little bit extra on the plate.
Costello at the helm as longtime head coach Doug Smith battles cancer.
I came home a lot earlier than what they thought I'd come home. The numbers are looking good. I've lost a lot of weight, a lot of hair, but I'm gonna every day get better.
Which has added perspective for Appomattox County during this pandemic-shortened season.
Even though he's not here, he's still here. And when I get ready for a game, I'm saying, hey, Coach Smith is fighting, and way harder than we're fighting because he's fighting for his life. It's totally different. But, just fight as much as you can.
The Raiders have been doing their job all season long, entering Saturday's championship game with a 9-0 record and a 20-game win streak that dates back to 2019.
The mindset, we've been saying this since day one. We ain't come this far to only come this far. We made this far, so we got to come home with it. Our coaches have very high expectations of us. So they expect us to work hard every practice.
It's another game. We're always happy to get to play another week in the playoffs, but we got to understand that this week is the only week that matters right now.
Saturday features a rematch of the 2019 final against Stewart's Draft, with one exception. The Cougars will have home field advantage.
If you're not ready to match them physically, play fast like them, be ready to hit them or get hit by them, it's going to be a long day because they'll run the ball down our throats if we're not ready to step on the field with them.
And while Coach Smith won't be on the field with the Raiders for this final game, his presence will be felt by the entire team.
There's a group of guys on the team, he has in a group chat, and he sends Bible verses and stuff to read, and they're very, to keep pushing, that nothing should stop you.
Let's see what we can do. Go Raiders. PO1, let's see what we can do on Saturday and bring it home.
Local in Appomattox County for Friday Night Blitz, David DeGuzman, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, David. Coming up next on Friday Night Blitz in our state finals preview special, we check in on Galax in Class 1. Stick and stay, please.
Now, back to Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
And welcome back to Friday Night Blitz in our state finals preview special. The Class 1 state finals is also a rematch from last season as the Galax Maroon Tide will visit Stanton to play Riverheads. Kickoff set for Saturday at 1. Now this will be Galax's 4th state final with a record of 1-2. Galax and Riverheads will be meeting in the finals for the 3rd time. Riverheads' last playoff loss was to Galax in the 2015 finals. Riverheads is going for their 5th straight state title as they are 7-1 in the finals. And WFXR Sports' Ryan Moy checks in on Galax as they prepare to play Riverheads.
After defeating Holston last Friday 27-6, the Galax Maroon Tide have punched their ticket back to the Class 1 state championship to face Riverheads High School this Saturday.
I don't know if payback's the word, but can't say enough about them and the legacy that they've left. Can't say enough about their coaching staff and how good that they've been. But you know what? We just have to come out here and we have to do what we do, and that's just staying focused and being as detailed as possible. In our preparation.
The last time the Maroon Tide defeated Riverheads was back in 2015. In 2019, the Gladiators narrowly defeated Galax 31-24. For Galax football coach Shane Allen, he's looking to correct the mistakes of the past.
They're a great program, and to get back and play them, you've accomplished a lot to get back and get to the state championship and get to go face them again because they're there every year. And so our guys, we really try to talk to them about learning from our mistakes from the last time we played them and trying to correct some errors we made and giving ourselves the best chance to give us a chance to be in the ball game late in the 4th quarter.
As Galax prepares for their rematch, the excitement of making it back to the state finals keeps the team motivated.
Obviously, playing a state championship last year, this isn't a stage that we're definitely familiar with this. So you love for the young guys to be able to play in a game like this. As a senior, giving them the opportunity to look in the stands and get the opportunity to play in a state championship, that means everything to us.
It's been quite the journey for the Maroon Tide, especially while dealing with this season plagued with uncertainty. But the team continues to remain steadfast, thanks in large part to their senior leadership.
They were freshmen my very first year here as a defense coordinator, and get to start and work all 4 years with these guys. And these guys have played 50-some games since they've been in high school, and then the chance that we almost lost the season because of the pandemic. It was so great to get for these guys to get a chance to get back out and finish their high school career, and they've stuck the course, and they're here every day. And so you want guys like that to be successful and and they have, and they are. And then no matter what happens Saturday to Saturday, these guys will go out in the community and they'll be successful human beings and successful members of our community, and that's what I'm the happiest about.
To come up short last year, you know, it definitely fueled the fire during the offseason, and this whole entire journey, you know, seems like it's culminating to one game. So, you know, for this senior class, you know, it's one last ride, one last game for us. So, you know, we have to just leave it all out there.
Local in Galax, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Up next on Friday Night Blitz, we have our final player of the week for the season. More Friday Night Blitz coming up on the other side.
It's time for the Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Tater Benson of MKB Realtors.
Our final Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week comes from Lord Bottot High School this season. Now, junior quarterback KJ Bratton turned it on for the Cavaliers last Saturday in the Class 3 state semifinals against Liberty Christian. KJ used his legs to rush for 228 yards and a pair of touchdowns from 48 and 74 yards out. And KJ shares where his love for football and sports came from.
You know, I've been really energetic ever since I was a kid, and my dad wanted to find a way to channel that energy somewhere instead of me running around the house and doing, you know, immature stuff. So he put me in football.
Is that where you burned out all that energy?
Yes, sir.
Who's a quarterback you kind of pattern yourself or idolize after?
Michael Vick is a big one. He's a lefty, just like me, you know, and he kind of paved the way for the dual threats. So.
Is that why you wear number 7?
Yes, sir.
Was it Michael Vick?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the importance of your family. I mean, they're here, they're cheering you on. How important is it to have the family there for you?
Oh, it's big, you know. My dad's been there with me every step of the way. My granddad, my mom, my stepmom has been a big part of my life too. So, you know, just going out there and playing for them too is a big deal.
And obviously you're carrying on that sports tradition in the family. So obviously, I mean, your family's had a lot of success in sports. So you're just carrying on that tradition. What's it like to carry that on?
It's a big deal, you know. My dad was really good at track. You know, I had an uncle who was really good at basketball. So, you know, just being able to carry the tradition on and, you know, upholding the Bratton and the Holland name is a big deal for me. I feel like track helps me more with football because, you know, getting your form right, being able to finish runs because you have the wind, and just being strong. So I think track, and I also think lifting for football helps me on the track because, you know, being strong, getting out your draw phase, and just finishing your races.
KJ Bratton benched around 285, 295,
yeah.
And he weighs about $170. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's they understand what the weight room does for you, and they understand the value of it, and you know what it does for your body, and you know what it does for your physicality on the field.
It's really big. You know, he's really helped me improve my benching, my squats, and, you know, get stronger, more explosive, and just become a better all-around football player. And not even that, just a better person on and off the field.
Hey, you guys this Saturday are playing for a state championship. Just talk about that because, I mean, this is the third time the program's been in a state championship game, but you're getting an opportunity to be, you know, the starting QB in this opportunity.
Oh, it's big. You know, it's a big deal. You know, we worked hard all season. Coaches have put countless hours into perfecting our craft and helping us be the best team we could be. So I think we need to go up there and win it for them and then for our program.
So congratulations to KJ on the Player of the Week honor. So here's our state finals schedule. Saturday at 1, Galax visiting Riverheads. At 2, Class 3, Lord Bottot takes on Lafayette at Williamsburg's Winter Stadium. At 2:30, it is the Class 2 final, Appomattox County visiting Stewart's Draft. And at 3, it is the Class 4 final, Salem traveling to play Lake Taylor. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction from all 4 games Saturday on WFXR News first at 10. And for all the latest news, weather, and sports, head over to WFXRTV.com. That does it for this edition of Friday Night Blitz. We're also putting our wraps on the show for the season. I'd like to thank all the coaches, players, school administrators, and family members for giving us the opportunity to cover you all during a season we will never forget. I also like to thank all the shooters for helping to shoot the games this season, and also our awesome behind-the-scenes crew for helping with Friday Night Blitz. Until the fall, when we return with more Friday Night Blitz, I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody!